Hello, dear friends. It's so good to be back here again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, of course, it's been happening lately that there's been a lot of secession groups that want to, be separated from Nigeria. And remember that the Oodua Republic has really been on the fore and has been ready to ensure that there's a new nation outside of Nigeria. And they have been holding meetings and planning different kinds of plans. Remember, they even made plans of making their naira, oh, let me not call it their naira notes. Let's say their currency notes, yes, as it is. They actually have a printed version of it, but of course it's not yet launched, and even a map and all of that also ready. And remember, they also said they will arrange for a day for their referendum and all of that. So there's a lot of planning going on the ground for the Yoruba group. But right here we have something that says that Yoruba groups also plan mega support rally for separate nation in Ibadan. So that is to say that Ibadan has actually kickstarted theirs. Remember that Ogun State also revealed their security outfit that is for the Yoruba nation Oodua. They also revealed it last week, and now it is now in Ibadan happening because they are planning for a mega rally for others who have not joined to also join them in the new nation Oodua Republic. And more details about all of this I'll bring to you shortly. But please, if you have not subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. All right, guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of those reports. It says agitations towards the actualization of the Yoruba nation Oodua Republic have again gained some momentum as plans are on the way to hold a mega rally in Ibadan come April 17th. A group pushing a separate nation for Yoruba people, Oodua Republic, on Tuesday publicized details about the planned march on its Twitter handle. The flyer posted on the page identified the worldwide leader of Ilana Oodua, Professor Banji Akintoye, as the father of the day. The group, alongside others, have consistently called for the independence of Southwest states from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Calls for restructuring and constitutional reforms are gradually being relegated to the background as calls for secession have increased over time. Akintoye on Saturday said there was no going back on the actualization of the Oodua Republic. He described the Yoruba as civilized people who cannot continue with the barbarism of the suspected Fulani people that have held Nigerians to ransom, adding that only Ethiopia can be older than the Yoruba people in terms of civilization. They don't reveal that the anticipated Oodua Republic will continue the civilization agenda of the late premier of the defunct Western region, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He also stated that the independence of the Oodua Republic will be achieved through a peaceful means and not by going to war. There is no nation in tropical Africa that is older and also more civilized than the Yoruba nation, except perhaps Ethiopia. We are going to continue in the civilization nation building that has been for years, which the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo wanted to continue in the 1950s. We cannot stay with Nigeria, where Fulani have made the rest of us continue in barbarism. Yoruba is a civilized nation where the white man came in the middle of the 19th century and began to spread Christianity through education. Our country was better ready to receive education than any tropical nation because missionaries in any part of Africa had to station in the bush and start looking for people to educate. But our case was not like that in Yoruba land. In Yoruba land, you just go to Oba in the city and introduce yourself to say, you have come. There's a photograph of missionaries arriving in Oyo to get Alaafin in 1883. It was a great picture with a large number of people and the Oba himself on the throne and the missionaries in front of him to greet him. He said, the octogenarian historian stated, the Nigerian government has put Fulani people in key posts, especially in the security arms of the country, and they have constitutional powers to run most of the affairs of the country through exclusive control. Well, the Yoruba nation is ready to be kicked off because, of course, you can see how Akintoye is doing everything to ensure that there is an Oodua Republic. Yes, he's working tooth and nail and ensuring that the Oodua Republic is actually actualized and everything is manifesting, because he says that the people of Oyo should all come out, because in Ibadan there will be a rally for the Yoruba nation come April 17th in Ibadan. So really, Akintoye just tried to remind everyone on how the Yorubas have been civilized even in the 70s, in the 60s, and in time past, that they are one of the civilized people. And after you think of any other part of Africa, that aside Ethiopia, the other country, that the other people that are the most civilized are the Yorubas. He said, so Yorubas cannot just come before Fulani and bow their heads in shame like they are not civilized. They said enough is enough, that the present administration has rather put a lot of Fulanis in major positions that would run the country to a ground zero. And they said they are not ready to continue in such mediocrity that they call a country. And he said he can remember how late Chief Obafemi Awolowo wanted to continue in the 1950s and make Nigeria a better place. But guess what? That was not also actualized. Said, but we cannot continue in barbarism. So really, he said the Yoruba nation is a civilized one. He said even when the white people came, those in the 19th century, that when they began to spread Christianity through education, that it was first started in the Yoruba land. He said, so really, how can the Yorubas allow themselves to be used by a Fulani? They said that is not going to happen. So really, they are working everything out to ensure a Yoruba nation is birthed. Well, he also said, because he was just trying to run through history so that people will understand that Yorubas are not just anyhow people, that they are people that are serious-minded. So, of course, I hope that the president and the presidency is hearing all of this and ensure that there's a free Yoruba nation, nothing like war, because they've planned everything out, except the Fulani, or the Fulanis want to bring war to this, but I hope they do not. Anyway, my dear people, thank you so much for listening. That is all about this for now. Please drop your comment and also give our video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.